It's so funny.
All right, let's go.
Watch your little sips over there, Missy.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yo, you should have heard us in the car on the way to the liquor store, leaving the liquor store. I don't know what happened. Bitch, we was in them notes. All right. Hold on. Stop. You got your Paige in there. She was.
That's how I made up a dance today.
Okay.
And it goes to everything.
Okay. Hey everybody, it's Lee, and this is Let Us Say It For You.
And this is Big Mike.
For another episode. We have Paige here. She's not actually on the episode, but she's here in the background. So if you hear a stray voice, it is her.
Stray.
If you hear a stray, it is Paige. She's joined us on this winter night. It's cold.
It is not winter yet. And it's still fall. We got a cold front.
Shitting me.
We got a cold front.
Winter doesn't
start to December 21st. It's very late in December, by the way. Or December 11th.
Well, guys, you know what this is? An example of global warming. Because this is fucking ridiculous.
It is cold
It is
for
about
us.
3 degrees outside.
Oh.
And I'm sure it's snowing.
Add a
by Boca.
7.
At Boca, it got to be snowing at least.
Oh, it was 53 in Boca earlier today.
I was told.
West Palm, it was 50.
I think it was Friday.
6.
And Friday up in Tampa, it was 47 degrees. So who knows what it is
That
right
makes
now.
sense. That's nuts.
Tomfoolery. So I'm just, everybody hide your kids, hide your wives, put on jackets.
Oh my God.
Don't choke in your face, okay? So we're not going to the hospital. Well, we will, but we don't want to. We're gonna be upset.
Oh my God.
All right, so so be careful out there. Maybe by the time you guys hear this, it'll be warm. It's currently Sunday, November 17th, and I heard it'll be warm tomorrow, which is Monday the 18th.
And it shall.
It'll
probably be back to 80.
Under 75 is a problem for me. I am freezing. So right now it's about 60, 59. But
so check the stats.
I can't. Paige, you gotta be our fact checker. Well, I feel my bad.
Check the facts.
Because y'all think it's.
You feel the facts.
I'm just thinking, Micah. Okay,
cool.
I wasn't far off.
You weren't.
Thank you. Anyway, so Micah, yesterday was a very special day for you. Would you like to share with the class?
It's my anniversary.
Yes.
It's
your special day.
Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary.
I remember the first day.
Should have seen my hands.
You should see her killing this right now.
Yeah, but yeah. So
y'all ain't ready for us.
It was our. Honestly, Leah is a part of our relationship.
I am in a relationship. I say happy anniversary to us all the time.
And she makes a post about us, and she says how much we've been through, and
like for their housewarming, I got us a gift.
Got us a gift,
and I said congratulations on our new home.
Yes,
because we live together.
And her card is literally sitting up next to my fish tank. Shout out
next
to
my nephew,
Aquaman. So cute.
That's her fish's son's name.
Yes, his name is Aquaman. Rest in peace to Frank. You will not be forgotten. My sweet love.
Shout out to Frank. I'm on my live. I want to shout out Two Kiss Kraft Co for our wonderful cups that Micah never has on her and gets so spicy when I have my cup. I drink out of my cup at Arch and Point. Shout out to Arch and Point. The founder is this girl named Micah. And I have my cup all the time and she gets so spicy with me because she don't have her shit.
I find it very special.
You got your cup.
So I only drink out of it on special moments. Now,
this is the podcast.
I stay so far and I have to muster up so many different things.
She was trying to make her man bring her the cup tonight.
I almost made him bring it to me. But y'all understand. So, like, I was just telling Leah, this may be a caveat to bring us into what we're going to talk about tonight. But I cherish a lot of stuff. Like, I cherish it. And I feel like if I overuse it, it's not special anymore. And I just, like, this cup is just beautifully sitting in my kitchen. And every time I walk in, I'm like, oh, look at my cup. I don't even drink water out of this cup. Like, it's almost like a sacred cup. And Leah was like, Micah, Put it in your car. Start to drink water. Start to drink tea. Drink tea out of it. And I'm like, okay, that will get me in the habit of using it more because it's so. Look at the cup. Can you please show them again?
They see it.
That is
everyone
such
on the
a nice freaking
Jody
cup.
is currently on the live. She is the founder of Two Kiss Kraft Co. And
Hey, sis.
Micah said, "Hey, sis," and she's saying, "Get it together, Micah." And she was like, "Bruh, we can make a new one. It's not old. Don't you disrespect my cup, Jody. Shut your mouth."
We love it. It's
right.
I'm listening.
Well, Micah's is brand spanking new. You know why? Because the bitch ain't never used it.
I drank out of it once.
Anyway, that is one of our sponsors. We love you very much.
Shout out to
Jody.
you,
Shout out to Two Kiss Kraft Co. for our lovely cups. I appreciate mine.
Don't say that.
Okay, she does appreciate
just
the cup.
Say you drink
she just
out of
saves
it, more.
It too much.
Damn.
I drink out of my cup all the time. So whatever.
Next time y'all see me, in every live.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. So,
period.
Shout out to Brie Auntie. Okay, I'm sorry. So we digress. Back to what you were saying, Michael. We were talking about your anniversary. We were singing a tune, and then you said something with the caveat into what we were going to talk about.
So about cherishing things, but like, okay, so anniversaries. Am I right?
Am I right?
No, what anniversaries are so important, not even in just relationships. I mean, shoot, everybody celebrates the day that they graduated from college. Like they do. Like they repost on Instagram, this is the day that I walked the stage for the first time, blah, blah, blah. So these dates mean a lot to me. And so we had a really good anniversary. We did the things that we wanted to do that we said that we were going to do. So I don't know if you guys heard of a mukbang, whatever.
I heard it for the first time tonight. We have to do it.
We have to do it. So the idea of it is to get a bunch of food. So Aggie, get a bunch of food, like different types of food. It can be seafood, could be the theme, and then you can get, the crab boil situation. You get a bunch of lobsters, a bunch of crab, any type of shellfish you want, whatever. And you guys bring up topics to discuss while you try new food. And mind you, when I say new food, it can be from a new restaurant. It can be from a place that you never eaten before. And the object is to just try new food while having conversation with your friends. Beautiful. And so we decided that we wanted to do that. And so we did that. Crafty Crab. I had it once. He's never had it. It was delicious.
I enjoy Crafty Crab.
Wow. I got the medium spiced crab oil with the sausages added. Oh my God. It's in my mouth. It's delicious. But yeah, so we had such a good time. We had conversation. And then today he planned us another kind of event. We went to this Argentinian restaurant and I almost got chicken. I know, but I decided to not get chicken. I decided to get some Argentinian sandwich. It started with an L. I'm not going to butcher it. Shout out to all my Latin people out there.
Was it still essentially chicken?
It was beef.
Okay,
so it was like a form of beef, a steak. It was a cow.
She's stepping it up a notch.
And so the way that Argentinian make their food is that they deep fry it into like this batter. So it's a very thin slither of chicken, very thin slither of steak, and then they coat it. And they add all this other different stuff to it, different spices. It's actually delicious. This is my second time eating Argentinian cuisine. But yes, so shout out to Junior B's Diner in Hollywood. So yeah, it was great. But anniversaries mean a lot to me, and so do birthdays, and so does Valentine's Day, and the
Okay, so I'll go into this question. I asked you this before because Mia asked me this. Mia is my 7-year-old daughter. She's the coolest in the world, and she asked me what my favorite holiday was, and I said, honestly, it's my birthday. Boom. And she was like, Mommy, that's not a holiday. And I said, says who? I was like, you better celebrate, because without that day, guess who wouldn't be up in this bitch? You. So she was just like, oh, okay, touche. I was like, touche. So I do think birthdays are holidays. Me and Micah agree. We are very, very big on holidays in this group of friends we had, in this our little camaraderie here, our little conglomerate. So, okay, since me and Micah agree, it's birthdays. If I had to pick one other than birthdays, I guess I'd probably have to say Christmas. I guess.
Yep.
Not for
Jesus' birthday.
No. Because I don't think he was even born in December.
He wasn't.
Right. So we don't agree with it for that, but we do like the fellowship.
Yep.
that it promotes.
Yes.
You know. Nice feels. Not a big fan of Thanksgiving. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of Thanksgiving. For one, I'm Jamaican, and this is not a Jamaican holiday, so we'll start there. And here, it was just me and my mom for so long. Like, we used to literally just make, every New Year's we made crab legs. And I think Thanksgiving, I don't even remember doing shit on Thanksgiving. Like, it's that bad.
It is an American holiday. Yeah, definitely.
But I was in America. I was born in Michigan.
True, but your culture, your heritage is not.
I'm sure we did something, but it was never really. I definitely feel like I'm more into it now because of my daughter, my ex, her father, his family, they celebrate every single holiday, right? And so it was very nice. So every Thanksgiving, they do a lot of cooking. I go over there, help his mom. So I like that she'll see that because he grew up seeing that. And that is something that was one of those things where I didn't have it, but my kid's going to have it. And so I'm happy because it's going to make her a better person, you know, whatever. But in my house, like, my mom is literally like, what you want? I was like, girl, you know what I want. And we laughed. My national dish, Leah's national dish is curry goat and rice and peas. I can literally eat that shit probably every day. So she's going to cook that for me. Mia's thing is oxtails. She really, really likes oxtails. I'm cool with oxtails, but it's not my favorite. I could do without it. And my sister, she doesn't seem, Leanna's pretty chill. She don't really care. As long as the internet works, she can play Fortnite. Right. 6 is straight. Yeah, as long as she can play Fortnite, 6 straight. So, all right, so for you, you picked Christmas.
So I chose Christmas because I'm not from Florida. So it gives me opportunity to see my family in Texas. But honestly, other than going to Dallas and seeing them, it's an opportunity to see snow. So that was always fun for me. Like, I like cold Christmases. Like, being in Florida for Christmas for me was just like, what? And it only has happened one time, and I was in school, and Best Buy would not let me get off, so I had to stay because retail does not care about family, clearly. But yeah, so the fact that I get to see my family is a plus. But my dad is like so like thoughtfully extra in everything, and literally, the day before Christmas, we never did the opening the presents before Christmas thing. Like, that's not a new tradition, but I see white families
my
do
mom
that.
Can't help it. She always lets the kids open one gift.
Yeah, and I've seen that, and I didn't see that for the first time until I watched a Christmas movie on TV on Fox Family. I'm like, why we don't do that? And they was like, well, you can wait. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
That's how I feel. I was like, Mom, she can wait. Let her do it. Let my grandbaby do
whatever.
It. You know, those new grandmothers.
Right.
You know how they get.
Darn those new
grannies.
And so it was the anticipation of what was going to be for tomorrow. And then my mom and my aunt and my papa used to cook everything. He tries. He's getting older. He's 87, by the way. Shout out to my papa. But he just smelling cornbread and potato salad and turkey and all of this food. It's just the aroma of sweet potato pie, like all those smells give me feels because it reminds me of, oh my gosh, I'm going to see all my cousins tomorrow. We're going to open presents. We're going to go outside. Now I'm of age. We go out. So like now it's kind of like that is what gets me super excited about Christmas. Not even the gift giving or receiving. It's just the feeling I get. Like, it's a nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? It's what it brings. I get to see all my cousins.
It sounds like a good time.
It just feels good.
What I always say, I want like a bag of children. So I'm still behind. I have one. She's 7. So I'm a little behind. You need a man apparently to make these things.
Fortunately,
So but I always said I like that. I liked that was something that attracted me to my ex, my daughter's dad, because their family was so close. They had like big family gatherings, and it's like me and my family. Yeah, me and my dad's side of the family aren't very close, but so I don't know if they do or they don't. I'm not sure, but I know on my mom's side of the family we try to, but it hardly works out because we got people in Canada, we got people in Jamaica, we got people in Timbuktu, we got somebody in Connecticut, we got, and then for me for a long time, because I worked retail and they don't care about family, I could have never gotten off. Now I can, get off. So the goal is to go this Christmas to Jamaica, because my daughter's never been to an all-inclusive hotel, and that was the highlight of my Jamaican years when I was down there. My mom used to come for Christmas. I'd spend like 2 or 3 nights in an all-inclusive hotel, and it's just like, Mia, there's like a gang of ice cream and cakes, and you can just get as much as you want. And Mia was like, you have to pay for it? I said, baby, it's already paid for. She was like, we gotta go. I was like, Mia, we're going. And we dapped it up, and she went on about her business. Right. So these are things that I'm looking forward to. But what I was trying to say was that I want a big family. The bag of kids I wanted to have, like I wanted to have like old time type breeding. I mean, like 7, 8 kids, and then they all had kids. And I don't want to be Big Mama, but I don't want them to call me that. Like. But you know what I mean? The equivalent to being that grandma and having the house, which is another reason why I probably want to move, because I want a big ass house with a whole bunch of land so I can have big backyard. So the family thing, the homely thing, I'm really here for it. Yeah. It's unfortunate that every time I think about this, I hardly envision a husband next to me, which is so sad. Yeah. Where is he? Yeah. Where's he at? Because I don't picture him in these little scenarios. But yeah, so I like the idea of doing that. I like the idea of, although we all hate when Micah leaves, I do like that we know at a certain time, whatever we trying to do, we got to do it quick, because this bitch be gone from like this date until after Christmas. So I like the idea of we all got to fly back to Grandma Leah's house. They're not going to call me Big Mama. I don't give a fuck how big I get. Don't call me that.
Granny Lee.
That's Granny cute. Lee. I like that. So
Mommy
I like that. I like the tradition of it. Not for all the reasons we have Thanksgiving, because I don't believe the true story behind that is crazy. So I don't think we should do that. Google Thanksgiving and what took place. I don't know why we celebrate that way, but
we digress.
Yeah, but we like the, unfortunately. Well, I wouldn't say unfortunately, but I guess luckily a nice family dynamic.
Yeah, it gives people a reason to come together.
Situation.
So we can talk about how all these holidays were made, and a lot of them were made in very gruesome ways. Thank you, America. But
it's messed up.
I definitely appreciate the kind of like the push families have to at least try to make plans together, to at least try to get together. It's kind of like
a big grand finale of the year, if you think about it that way. Like it's Christmas,
and then Thanksgiving comes first, so that you're getting warmed up.
It's exciting, you know, for people who like to eat, such as myself. It's cool, and I don't do the like going to everybody's house getting a plate thing, because the only thing I want to eat be in my kitchen already. My mom did a jerk turkey one time.
Oof. Probably was crazy.
What? We don't even really like turkey. My mom was like, I'm about to jerk this thing. I said, sis, do you? And it was quite tasty. Yeah, it was good. So
and I like Thanksgiving more when I was in Tally, because all of my friends had apartments, and so
okay, I see what you mean.
It was like, all right, we're gonna start at Micah's house, and we're gonna end up at Mila's house, and then we gotta go to. It was just a lot of friend stuff happening because everybody was missing their family so much.
I don't think none of us really do that though.
We don't.
No.
Like, we do it with the people that we know. Like, we always, like, for one, Paige hopped in the chat and was like, what's y'all plans for Thanksgiving? And I was like, okay, well, I'll be in Virginia, and then this person will be here, and then this person will be here, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm home. What's up? You know, so.
And who suggested? Jody just brought up the Friendsgiving.
So I suggested the Friendsgiving.
Micah suggested the Friendsgiving.
So I'm like, okay, potluck style. Everybody brings something that they would want to eat. At that time, we meet at somebody's house, whatever. So I volunteered mine, but I know our friend has a house that would probably be more comfortable for people. Monique. But Monique will be out of the country. I think out of the country or out of town.
She's gonna be gone.
She won't be here. So we need to figure out where we're gonna have it.
Okay. Are we looking at me? Because I have a house too. We can. I don't remember reading any of these messages.
Because this is the time you came in. You was like 40 messages. Jesus,
it was crazy.
And I said,
because I was just in my text and nothing was there, and I came back 40 messages.
I literally said, check your. I said,
that.
Read up. And you need to make your invitation for your soiree.
I saw exactly
that. What I said.
I saw that.
Make your invite, and you need to read.
I was like, damn, I gotta make this. Yeah, I was like, let me go figure out this soiree thing.
Read it,
and didn't read anything. So we're having a Friendsgiving.
We're having a Friendsgiving for the first time, which is cool. I've seen this concept a couple of times.
Oh gosh, I did this last year. It was just me and Tarsha. It was me, Tarsha, and Belinda.
Oh, yeah,
my mom wasn't here. Yeah,
and you cooked.
I cooked. Cooked. Tarsha made. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Really
So that's what we're gonna do.
Cool.
But because Thanksgiving is a family oriented thing, we don't want to take away from Thanksgiving. We want to kind of add to it. So it's like, I would like to be with y'all on this holiday, but I can't because I gotta go where family is. So let's do something together to celebrate, thankfulness and love and appreciation of each other.
That's what friends are.
We love each other so much, so much.
Okay, so something we talked about before this is, as you mentioned, it was Micah's anniversary. Mm-hmm. Micah had a good anniversary, and then we're talking about holidays, and we just kind of went on the topic about if you're dating somebody who doesn't care about, I guess, the holidays or the anniversaries or the Valentine's Day. That's probably the biggest couple, shindig there. Then how do you kind of manage that? I was somebody who always loved Valentine's Day because of somebody I was dating. They always made it special. And then the guy I dated for the longest, which was my daughter's dad, it took him, if we were together for about 7 years, it was like about year 5 that he started to even give a fuck about Valentine's Day. But by then, I had already went through about 4 or 5 of them with him not caring. So I became somebody who cared less about Valentine's Day. Like, it was just Happy Valentine's Day, kiss on the cheek. And that's one thing I didn't like because that's me. I like that holiday. And I like the lovey-doveyness about it. But the guy I was with didn't. So I trained myself almost to not care about it. And then now he cares about it. Now he mad at me because he's like, man, he's always asking me to do this. Yeah, babe, like 4 years ago. You're late as fuck. And so that was the younger me. Something that me and Mike have both established is that, no, this is something that we care about. Yeah. I've mentioned on episodes before, negotiable and non-negotiable things. And I guess the big question is, making something like that negotiable, right? And Michael went on to talk about wanting to feel special and birthdays, like because birthdays, anniversaries, and Valentine's Day. These are 3 very personal holidays, I would think. It's my birthday, and like we said, that's our favorite holiday, our birthday. And then anniversaries are a celebration of us,
right?
Babe,
you and I
hugged him. See,
I see him.
I brought his face to mine.
His name is Mark.
His name is Mark.
Oh, you hate Mark. Why did Mark just fly out?
Why?
But
right.
But all of
name him Tom or something.
Yeah,
Sebastian.
Kyle.
Kyle. There is. I know a Kyle.
A couple Kyles.
I know a couple Kyles.
I'm done. Call him K. Nope.
No. Let's not call him anything.
Ooh, K's been popular, eh? Call him L. Maybe his name will be.
His name is Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Yes,
Aladdin.
Anyway,
that's happening.
So so Micah was expressing the whole point of on a birthday. Was it the birthday or the anniversary with the special thing? It was the birthday, right?
Oh, everything's special.
Okay. Please. All right. So Micah's point is she wants to feel special.
Yeah.
On all of those holidays. And I can't say I don't agree. If you're with somebody who really cares about this type of stuff, then you either got to get with it or not be with them. I don't really know whether the choice you have, especially if it's not negotiable. Because then what do you do in a situation where you're with somebody who doesn't care about it and you do care about it? Yeah. Clearly a conversation needs to happen.
It's definitely conversation. I think it's communicating how much it means to you. And it doesn't matter why it means that much.
Right.
To be real.
I said what I said.
Yeah, and I feel how I feel. So I feel like if you have the right type of partner, they will definitely eventually figure it out. But until then, like I was telling her before, I think setting expectations for people who are not either used to something or who are not as accustomed to something. Mind you, this is not an excuse. This is reality of things. We all come from different backgrounds. We deal with things very differently. We cannot make this big deal about something that people know nothing about. You got to tell them.
I agree. Because it's one of those things where it's like if you don't know, then maybe how. What were we saying before? You can't expect somebody to miss something in their life.
Right.
No, whatever. So you can't expect that, but
yeah.
Okay, so when do you think would be I guess I'd say as soon as it happens.
Yeah.
Let's say you start talking to a guy, your birthday is tomorrow. All you can really do is express how much birthdays mean to you.
And he says happy birthday first. That would be nice.
Right.
He may not, but
what you do is you make it a very big point at that birthday. This is the first birthday that you're interacting with me on.
Right.
I love these. Don't fucking forget it.
Yeah. Okay. That's the least you can do. Just don't forget my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need a happy birthday, beautiful. I can't wait to get to know you more. Like, damn, thanks,
Daddy.
And then you're going to be smiling the whole fucking day because your new crush said something very sweet on your birthday and you won't forget it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's the things that's just unforgettables, right? It's just things that you want to look back on and you want to think, on this particular birthday, this thing happened and that made me feel really, really good. You know what I'm saying? So you and I talked about throwing surprises for the guys that we were with at the time. Mine I'm still with. Rest in peace to your relationship. I love you.
I got Aladdin. I don't need that.
You don't need him. But yeah, so because we go so hard for each other, oh my God, it's very, and then me and Paige honestly talked about this too. Like, damn, we set the bar of expectations really, really high. And it was one year, a lot was going on. We didn't go to the beach for Tarsha, and she was pissed off at us, like pissed off. Mind you, I was on the phone with her prior, but I didn't think to get up. I was talking to Leah, actually. Me and Leah was on the phone talking about something that was happening with Leah. Like, I was talking her through it, whatever. So I remember that. We had a friend issue happening. I was having a crisis at 11 o'clock, mind you. We go to the beach at 12 to bring in our friend's birthday, but we didn't do it that year. And she was pissed off. Like, I can't believe you guys did that to me. Like, it was bad. And she was already going through something. So it's like, when me and Paige talked about it, was like, dang, we done set the bar high. You know what I'm saying? So I totally understand coming into a group that already has the bar set here for birthdays, right? So honestly, if you want to be anywhere near, make them feel anywhere near special, you don't know what to do, ask one of the friends. That's all you gotta do.
It's at least 7 of us.
Use your resources.
Right, like shit.
Literally, I don't know what to do. Like, y'all always top things. How do I measure up to that? And I think, I just thought about it. I was like, honestly, that could be for some of the guys that, we end up, marrying and being with kids. That can be very intimidating. Because my mom even asked me, she was like, well, how is he gonna deal with you and your friends? So I was like, what do you mean, Mom? She was like, those are your sisters. Like, that, y'all do everything together. So I'm like, yeah, he'll get it. Like, like whatever. And Willie has gotten it. Like, he just knows these are your girls. Like, y'all go out on Thursday sometimes. Y'all go out on Wednesday now. Like, y'all hang out on the weekends. Like, it's it's just certain things, you know what I'm saying, that she likes to do with them. And as far as I can tell, it's been 3 years. He's not bothered. Because this is how he met me. And if they were intimidating before this point, you would have had to say something 3 years ago.
I would like to think that for a man who isn't controlling, because you got the controlling type of dudes who...
Oh, yeah.
They want you to...
Their time.
Yeah, they want you to be up under them 24/7.
Right.
We dated guys like that. Where, man, your friends don't care about you. Nigga.
And
what are you talking
y'all
about?
gotta be gay. How y'all be crying about each other?
I had the same nigga tell me both. Them hoes don't care about you. All them hoes gay. All them hoes hoes.
Why y'all always crying with each other?
Yeah, why y'all always hugging?
Why y'all always arguing?
I'm not fucking none of these girls. Like, calm down,
sir.
They're my friends.
It doesn't mean that we're gay because we're emotional.
But that's what I'm saying. For guys that don't have these type of problems, and yes, guys, I am saying that if you say these type of things to your girl, you have an issue.
You have an issue. Ask yourself why.
Ask yourself why. Unless she is actually like a full-blown lesbian, and maybe you catch her like grab her titties all the time, that may seem very forward. Possibly.
Then ask her about it.
But you should still just talk about it instead of telling this bitch she can't go out. But anyway, for a guy like Willie, who doesn't seem to have a problem with it, I would like to think this is relieving.
It is.
To some extent. Because it's like, okay, so for one, this bitch ain't finna be putting me all the time.
Back.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
That can happen. That can happen.
It's like, oh, they got it covered. So I may not need to step in.
But it's like, but it's you. I love you. I love you.
And yeah, I love
I love
But that's
you,
what I'm
baby.
saying. I feel like that bond can be taken as that's all she needs.
That's dumb because I'm
just trying to tell you.
I like your devil's advocate because that's what you're playing, but no,
yes, I am.
Because if from my understanding, I have best friends. 2 of them are here. Fine, I have best friends, close friends, keys in my house, all this shit. But the person I'm sleeping next to needs to be my best friend.
True.
Right? I'm trying to make children with you, and I'm trying to grow old with you, and we're sharing like bodily fluids. We're doing a lot of shit.
Yeah, we are.
We need to be neck and neck. So I'm not saying my best friends won't outdo you, because any guy I date now, I done known these hoes longer than you. But at the same time, I don't need you to ever feel like they got it covered. They got their part covered. You got a whole separate part.
Yep.
Compadre.
You hear that?
Get it together.
Best friends have a place, and so do intimate ships.
Yeah, and so do you. And Mike is very right. If you just don't know what to do, because maybe we haven't talked about the new purse I want or a new restaurant I want to eat at, call one. That's the plus of having a conglomerate of friends.
For real.
They know. Oh, Micah want to go there. Yeah, she wants to go to the, what you said, Vietnamese? What you said?
Argentinian.
She wants to go to the Argentinian place and eat the beef with the special layer of shit on it. You're gonna be like, all right, cool. Get it. Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
That's what Micah want. Micah want that shit right there.
Yeah, and then I think it's okay not to know too. And then I remember talking to someone. I was like, this is the age of the internet and social media and sites and things like that. Do you know how many different proposals I see in a day? Do you know how many different anniversary ideas, how many different honeymoon ideas? Like, I see this shit constantly. Shit, birthday, pregnancy reveals, like the gender reveals and the baby showers. I done seen, so I'm overwhelmed with ideas. I don't know which one I want to pick. It's so many.
It's so many. I almost don't want to do it anymore.
And you don't have to be thoughtful anymore. All you have to do is Google birthday gift for a girlfriend. Anniversary gift for a fiance. Like, you can be that specific and things pop up. Pinterest, what to do for a housewarming. It is 1,000 articles on what to do for a housewarming. Like, it's just so much. You don't have to be thoughtful. So if this is not your area of expertise, the internet is your friend. If you have too much pride to go to her friends or call her mom or whoever, go on the internet.
Because what it comes down to is effort. That's something that me and Mike have been stressing. That's been my word of the at least last 3-4 months. But anyway, it's just effort. It's putting the effort to make the person that you're with feel special. Me and Micah talked about this. So in Micah's boyfriend's case, he's a very, very chill guy. And my last relationship, my daughter's dad, he's also a very chill guy. So I've done like 2 surprise birthdays for him. None of which he would have asked for or been worried about. But you should have seen the smile on the kid's face, man. Gosh, he was thrilled. And that made me feel good as a girlfriend to be like, I made my poopy smile. The first time I surprised him at like a restaurant, we used to always go to this one restaurant. And so I had everybody there. He was flabbergasted. It was great. And then the second time, maybe like 2 years later, it was at the house. But he thought it was the restaurant because he thought a bitch was going to switch it up. So we went to the restaurant. He was fully dressed, and I was just like, no, it's just me, you, and Mia tonight. Have a good time. But everybody was at the house waiting. So when we came in the house, they sprayed him with like the string, and his homeboys and my friends were there, and his mom and dad were there, whatever. And he was dying laughing. He was like, I thought it was it was going to be at the restaurant. He's like, you got me. I was like, because I'm tricky. Happy birthday. And that was nice. Yeah. And it didn't cost me much of anything. I sent Tarsha probably $30. She bought some soda, some Publix wings or something. I don't even know if she bought the wings. And she bought silly string. Yeah. And that was it. And we had a great time. Everybody stayed till never o'clock, and we just sat on my floor. So it's just a thought. It's the effort, to put something together to make the person that you're with feel special, because ultimately that's what he felt. That's what brought the smile on him. Yeah. Micah did a big surprise shindig. Was it a
30th?
What was it? Was it the 70s thing? It was the 80s thing, the 90s thing? It was old school, right?
I think it was 90s.
Cause I think I had on that lime green. Goddamn.
It was a 90s. It was a 90s party. Yeah, it was fun. But literally, like, first year together, and he was turning 30. I'm like, yo, 30 is such a big deal 30. Because my 30th birthday, like, mind you, I set in because I know what I want for my 30th. 30th is a big deal. So, like, you know what? I called the sisters. I was like, I would like to throw Willie a surprise party. They was like, oh my gosh, epic. So they just joined in, and I made the flyer, and they sent it out to people, and it's just the thought. And like, when he walked in the house, he thought it was just him and I. Like, I bought him an outfit. Me and Rachel went to go buy him an outfit to match the theme. He thought he was going to a regular party. And when we opened the door, it was so many of his friends and family. And he literally, like, he told me he almost cried. Like, he was like, dang, like, if I could cry, like, I would have. Like, I was, like, really overwhelmed. And he was like, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, you know, it's the specialness of that time.
We did a surprise for
and we did a surprise for Paige and Erica.
Paige, Erica, and Ashley, all three of them, because their birthdays are like days apart.
So I was like,
and
surprise
Paige
party,
cried.
Let's do it.
Paige is bawling, crying.
Same
like,
place.
This is beautiful.
They walked in. Oh my God.
So
Who
nice.
is being a B word? Erica's being such a B word.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But Paige is being an asshole too. She didn't want to go. She's like, I want to go.
No,
School.
Before.
Yeah,
but I'm
cool.
talking about when I picked them up. When they came to me. Oh my, Erica was being
such a bitch.
Erica.
Such a bitch.
Listen. I was like, little, you know what we're doing for her?
And Mike texted me. I was like, it's okay. I rubbed my knee. It's your back though.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Literally. Erica was like, because she started getting on Ashley about time.
And Ashley knew, but Ashley was trying to stall, I guess, for us. I don't know. But.
And how Ashley was always late to stuff, but she always getting on Erica about being, because Ashley is usually the timely one and Erica sucks. So she was like, oh, the one time, blah, 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 you go to us. She was selling out. And then I said, hold on, I forgot something. Oh, now you forgot something. I was like,
I didn't know. I only heard about Paige.
She was unbelievable. And it was right before I came. And I remember I heard
Paige was crabbing like, I got schoolwork. I don't want to go. I don't want
to celebrate anything.
Somebody punched all the bitches in the face and put them in the car.
Oh my gosh. It was, and then her and Ashley, they just had a toot in the back. She just kept complaining the whole time.
Ashley probably just like, I'm trying to surprise this pussy.
Right.
So she trying it, dog.
I said, Erica, please stop. Please. And so we got in the car, we closed it. Oh, did you forget something else? You little bitch. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's in place. And I kept texting Leah, hold on, 5 more minutes. Hold on, Leah, almost there.
And I'm in the house like, no, 5 more minutes. Yo, by the time y'all finally got there, I done had about 3-4 drinks. I'm like, I don't give a fuck when these hoes show up. Like, you can come if you want to. And I bought cake. I bought 3 little Publix. Hey, Publix makes these little mini buttercream vanilla cakes. They can be chocolate too, whatever. And they're $9. And I've been celebrating Mia's birthday with those cakes. Mia's 7. At least 5 of Mia's birthdays have been that cake. It's like the best cake. It is little as fuck, but the cake wasn't for everybody. It was just for them. So I bought 3 individual cakes and put little candles in it. I mean, the candles were melting like crazy because these hoes took forever to even walk up to the door. I'm like, whatever. Crazy. But Paige cried, and Erica was just like, "This is it all crazy. Makes sense." Yeah, Erica was just like, "I apologize. You should.
Thank you,
bitch.
We appreciate you.
Yeah." And then they surprised us this year for our birthday. We were at Micah's house. It was here, right? We were at Micah's house. We were doing nothing.
We were doing a friends thing.
We weren't.
That was the year before.
Or were we going to the strip club or something?
No, that's what it was. Where were we going? Jesus. We walked in the door and it was like, surprise.
No, because we were here and then we were like, we're going to go. We left to get liquor.
Alcohol. We were doing the friends thing. We were recording. Remember, I just did my hair. Yeah, and if you guys know, if you go on my page, we did a volume about friendship and we had different topics going on. So if you go on my Instagram, there's different topics that you go through with friends and business and friendship in general. And we left, was like, oh, we should go get something, blah, blah, blah. And then they were waiting. We actually took forever to film. Apparently it was our fault. And we had no idea. And yeah, when we walked in.
That's what you get when you plan shit without me.
Shut up. So then when we walked in and it was like, surprise, pow, pow, pow. Willie was there. I was like,
right, my boo at the time was there. I was like, no, lies.
Everybody just stop.
Lies.
It was great.
And it
that
was
feels
beautiful.
good.
It feels so nice.
That was a second surprise. Our first surprise when we was 20.
Oh, and they kidnapped us. They took us to the hotel. Suites. They kidnapped us one time. Yeah. We've said it before, but Micah and I have the same birthday. That is why we were born on March 6th. We were hours apart. We're friends.
We're friends.
Yeah. So we had the same birthday, March 6th, and that's why it's like it's kind of like 2 for 1. So they can, if we surprise one, just surprise the other.
Yeah.
It'd be really fucked up not to. We're born the same day. Gosh, whoever doesn't get surprised, they're not talking to you anymore because that's messed up. But yeah, we're together on our birthday every year. Yeah. So that one was a really nice one too. We cried. Because our boos at the time were there, and these niggas was terrible people. They just were so grumpy all the time.
Oh, God.
They came all the way up out their little holes.
Yeah, we couldn't believe that they were there.
Us. I was like, the first shock was getting us, which I would have went. Daphne kidnapped me, but you got this nigga.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, how? Like, I cried for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was tough.
I couldn't believe it.
I was flabbergasted.
Erica did her thing on that one because I'm like, what? You ladies.
So, but you know, it's the effort. That was definitely effort. There was definitely a lot of thought into it.
You'll never forget it.
So greatly appreciated because here we are talking about it now a bazillion years later. We're like 50. So we thank you guys for doing that for us, and we just encourage you guys to be a little thoughtful with it.
So just try
doing it for you people.
Or whatever.
So something that I thought about, I got Disney Plus.
Yay.
Like Wednesday or Thursday or something like that last week. And for one, I'm surprised. Like, I'm not surprised, but it's like, you know, Disney makes a lot of shit. But then when you go in there, it's like, damn, Disney made a lot of stuff.
And bought out a lot of companies.
True.
Because
hello.
Hello. I mean, am I right?
All right. Okay. I mean, goddamn. So, so the first movie I watched on there obviously was Aladdin. I watched Aladdin and I watched Return of Jafar. And we were trying to watch Aladdin and the King of Thieves, but then my little sister got sidetracked and she wanted to see some other shit, and I was like, all right, fine. And there's a lot of Disney movies that I never really saw, so the ones I saw all the time growing up were Aladdin and Lion King over and over again. And I slowed down on Lion King because the shit made me cry hysterically every time I watched it. Like, you would think his dad isn't gonna die at some point, because I watched it every single time just feeling like he's gonna make it. Scar's punk ass isn't gonna stab him in the, and then let go, but he always does. So I stopped watching that shit because it was too traumatizing for me.
So eggy.
But I watched Aladdin. So something that I realized, and I told Micah about this, was just like, I think Aladdin has really shaped the way like I date.
Romantically, yes.
Yeah, I've been told by the last 2 people I dated that I want a fairy tale. And mind you, I wasn't asking these niggas to fly on magic carpets.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I wasn't asking them for fairy tale type shit.
Right.
But they claim I want a fairy tale. You know, I just think everything's going to just happen like that. And I'm just like, you niggas, this is ridiculous. So then watching Aladdin, I'm singing all the songs. And then I'm just like, Aladdin's a little light. I had a phase where I used to just really have a thing for light-skinned guys. And now I don't. But I did then. And I was like, man, I think Aladdin did that. You know, and then he was very sweet, you know, he's very considerate. And then I'm listening, and it's like when Aladdin first got with Jasmine, he lied. He became Prince Ali. And in his male mind, because this is what the fuck you people do for whatever reason, you people as in men, you convince yourself that I'm lying for her, not for me. I'm doing this to help her. So Aladdin convinced himself that I'm gonna become a prince to convince her to marry me. And then even when she busted him, the infamous line was, it's a shame Abu had to miss this. And he's like, nah, Abu hates flying, doesn't really like fireworks either. And then he realized and then he carries on the lie, and you see the poor little fucking carpet sitting there like, yes, this is it. And then he lies, he's like, I really am a prince.
He just fell out.
Yeah, the carpet just fell out. He was like,
oh, this nigga.
And the carpet falls out. And it just goes, and I'm sitting there talking, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Remember, be yourself.
Yes. Genie was trying. He was the bumblebee at the time. Yes. He was like, you want me to sting her? He was like, you want me to sting her? I cried when Robin Williams died. It was too much. Anyway, but all I'm thinking is like, oh my gosh. And Micah just so happened to call me. I don't know what she called me for. And I was like, bitch.
I'm fucked up.
Yeah. Like, Aladdin, as much as I love this film, it has really shaped the things I've done. For one, I had the light skin guy thing. I found him over that, but I am so, or I feel like I have been. The newly is a little aggressive, but I've been so understanding to men and their little stupid ass lies because I've, just like Princess Jasmine, has convinced herself that, oh, well, yeah, he lied, but he lied for a reason. Why the fuck are you lying? And his lie was elaborate. He had magic involved. He had genies and shit. His monkey turned into an elephant.
He lied about being a different person.
But to be fair, don't niggas do this every day, B?
Like what? Like he didn't think being himself was enough.
Right.
Because of who
and this
she
is
was.
why she felt bad for him. Because it was like, okay, well, yeah, he lied, but it's because
he knew that I couldn't marry anyone but a prince.
And he felt like he wasn't good enough for me. And it's just like, didn't I tell your dumb ass not to lie to me? What I told you about that shit. So now I'm thinking about it, it's like, Leah, is this why you've taken back niggas from lying to you? Because you sit there and you justify.
Movies do have a heavy impact on people,
and I've seen this movie a million times.
Yeah,
everyone who follows me on Instagram, they saw me record at least the first 20 minutes of this shit on and off, and I'm word for word. Like in the very beginning, Robin Williams comes in. He acts like a little seller man, and he's sitting there talking about what he's selling. I know all that word for word. I've seen this movie so many times.
Right.
So it's like, Leah, maybe this has fucked you up in some type of way. And then this had me on this whole thing about, oh my gosh, what is my child watching? What does she think is acceptable? I had a whole little moment that day. I had to pause Disney Plus for a second. I thought, this is fucking people.
Girl, if it don't take you down memory lane, I don't know what it does. Like.
Yeah.
Growing up watching Disney movies, honestly, I can definitely, when she said that, I was like, yo, that's some real shit. Lion King is my favorite movie. I take death very differently than I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
His father died. And mind you, I was 4 when the movie came out. My mom said I cried, but I also watched the movie 1,000 more times that night. So my brother was literally like, Micah, again? Do we have to watch it again, Mom? So sick. And she was like, babe, she kind of wants to watch it. You know, your sister. Like he was aggravated with me, but I was obsessed with The Lion King. And so I think as an adult watching The Lion King, there's so many lessons. There's so many morals that go into Lion King, right? It's accepting the death of a loved one, and not just any loved one. You're a parent, right? And thinking it's your fault and being persuaded that it was your fault because of your existence or because of whatever you had to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of life happens, people die, blah, blah, blah. But your uncle wasn't shit. And also family. No, he wasn't shit. You can't choose family. You can choose friends.
Oh, that's a good
right?
Answer.
So it's like he chose Timon and Pumbaa. They chose him. They saved him, right? And he chose to live his life the way that they were living it. It was a saving grace, a new start, blah, blah, blah. But you can't run from your past. Boom. Nala. Goddamn. Nigga, your future is to be king. Avenge your daddy, nigga. You know who you are. How dare you come out here and eat bugs? Nigga, you were lying. How dare you come out here and slurping worms, nigga?
King.
You know what I'm saying? King. Exactly.
Kill a gazelle.
And so it's funny because Nala was really tough, right? It's like she didn't let the whole fantasy of what it was to get caught up when she left, because she knew she left for a reason. So then that shows the strength of a woman. Not that it has anything to do with me per se, but just the different elements that Lion King provided. It was just, as an adult, you're like, damn, that was impactful. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Lion King hits like on a totally different level, and it was tragic the first 10 minutes. Not gonna lie.
It's not even 10. Like, he died at least 20 minutes in.
Yeah, and so that
so
love,
sad,
you know what I'm saying? Like that love for family and pride. Like I am like, I love my family. You know what I'm saying? And I'm away from them obviously all the time. They're in Dallas. I'm here. But Disney does shape the way you feel about love, the way you feel about your family, the way you feel about your friends, because there's always a hint of that in all of their movies.
You pointed out so many lessons. It seemed like you have like, so while you're talking about that, I was like, damn, you know, all I pointed out was
the love.
No, for Aladdin, I pointed out things that Aladdin like set me up for or whatever, or not even set me up. I can't say that. I'm sure many kids watched it and didn't have light skinned dude fetish,
but they got princess. They got princess fetish that comes with lying princes. That ain't the only story,
right? I mean, because I'm trying to think about it now. I know. a strong message from it is everything poor Jafar went through. Poor Jafar. But just, being a fucked up person,
you get the crappy.
Yeah, it doesn't work. But what I've always said as a writer, you can tell a story from anybody's point of view, and you'll understand their point of view.
Which is true.
Because even just, we could do Jafar. We don't know Jafar's backstory. We don't know if his mama was never home. We don't know.
She probably wasn't.
Yeah, we don't know if his daddy loved him. We don't know if he got siblings. We don't know what the fuck his point is. We don't know how this nigga got the magic snake with the eyes. We don't know how these things happened for him, to become the terrible ass dude he's in.
Right.
Brief intermission. Because I have Disney Plus, I started watching Star Wars. I'm like so hooked on it, and I've watched it. Technically I've watched it in order, but the way Star Wars is set up is like the ones that came back in 1970 whatever, those are the original ones, but the three that came out more recently,
ones, right,
they're prequels, so they're three before everything happened.
Right.
So I started watching it from there, and if you watch it that way, you low-key kind of feel a little bad for Darth Vader, who was really Anakin Skywalker. That's Luke's daddy. Like, I always heard I am your father, but like low-key, they did it that way, and it kind of makes you understand what the man went through. The man turned evil because he didn't want his baby mama or his wife to die. Like, that was really kind of what drew him.
But that's what happens.
So, exactly. So to me, that's something. If you tell the story from the bad guy's point of view, you'll always some shit shake.
You can, but we talk about hurting people. That does not make it okay. True. Right?
That's also true.
Because you're miserable. Because I'm miserable. You have a person that wants people to be equally miserable, or you want people who never want somebody else to feel how they felt.
But then it's also, to me, that's also equivalent to you didn't have anything. Your mom probably didn't do much, and so you weren't raised by a woman or a man who made a lot out of themselves. Yeah. So I know a lot of people who did make a lot of themselves too, but we're supposed to be sympathetic to them. So true, it may not be hurting people, but then they make kids, and they probably don't take care of these kids.
But that's what I'm saying.
Hurt people.
I don't justify anything, but you can have sympathy. I sympathize with Scar. He was never the stronger one.
And he wouldn't have been the king.
He was, and he was not mistreated. He was the oldest, but he was the weakest. And he probably was showing characteristics of not a natural born leader.
He was the oldest.
He's older.
He looks skinnier.
Yeah,
he was a little brother.
So think about character. That also has a role to play too. The way that you come here, you know what I'm saying? That's the way that you are. You can be molded into a leader, but some people are naturally born leaders. It takes a little bit less for people to listen to them and for them to take action or to fall in these roles. Scar wasn't like that. I'm pretty sure his backstory was, I'm the oldest, this isn't fair. I'm almost positive that that's what it is. Mind you, this is from Hamlet. So however that goes, the brother killed the other brother. It's from Lion King derives from Hamlet, which is a lot of the Disney movies come from a very dark story.
It's the Brothers Grimm, or I think something like that. They make a lot of those Disney movies, and they were really fucked up.
Yeah, they were really messed up. So my thing is, you're totally right as far as like the point of view, like switching it up and understanding why they are the way they are. But you hate fucking people who molest children and who do ill will, blah, blah, blah. They were molested. They were raped.
Like 9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10, they were victims. And they became
for sure
the person who did those ill will things towards little kids. And if some of it is psychotic, some of it is blocked trauma. Some of it is...
It goes to you. Hurt people.
Yeah, for whatever reason. So like...
And then it is psychotic because they convince themselves for some reason.
Exactly.
Some
this
of them
is
normal.
This is what happens. This is what feels good. This is blah, blah, blah. But, I think a really good lesson that also I think I learned from Aladdin throughout all of the
whole be yourself. That was something they kept preaching.
So sometimes lies can be justified. Right? Sometimes, like, if I feel like when he had the opportunity to tell the truth the second time, he should have.
For sure.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it doesn't feel good to lie, and it doesn't feel good to be lying to the person you really want to believe you or you really want to be with. That doesn't feel good. So why continue doing something that you're going to eventually have to answer to? I think everybody deserves a second chance. I think that's what Aladdin was about, right? Second chances. He had a chance to free Genie. He didn't, because he was so wrapped up in his lie, he couldn't let the lie go. So now, not only are you hurting the person who got you in this situation, you're hurting your loved one. Like, you end up hurting everyone. You know what I'm saying? So who really wins? You know what I'm saying? You end up effing over everybody. And it took Jasmine saying, you know what? you saved my life again. And I think you're a pretty solid person other than the circumstances that we've gone through.
Okay, then listen. Okay, so but we gotta land because
he's
yourself
up that bad.
Let's talk about Jasmine. Like, essentially, Jasmine lowered her standards.
Yep.
But for a really good guy, because he's a street rat.
At the end, she lowered her standards after the lies, right?
True, but she was feeling him when he was a street rat. She was feeling him because he saved her life. Her hand almost got cut clean the fuck off. Right, whatever. So she was feeling him anyway. Right. And mind you, she's somebody who was already over the whole palace life. Right. Poor little Raja almost had a little heart attack trying to get, help when she was trying to leave. So she was feeling him anyway. Yeah. To be fair. So when he was being himself,
and he was a confident self too.
Right. Because he was...
Yep, he wasn't trying to be nobody else.
Yeah, that's all. I still should.
This is who I am
because he thought she was on his level.
Exactly.
So he got Okay, so boom, ladies that are sitting here. Okay, think about that. Aladdin was perfectly fine being street rat because he thought this bitch was a street bitch or whatever the fuck. Right?
Street mouse.
Street mouse. Right. Oh look, we have a street mouse. Damn. And do y'all know that guard? They gave him like a full blown role in the fucking live. I'm like, anyway, it was so aggravated. So think about that. He thought she was cool, and he was himself. He was probably a good man in that case until he realized, damn, she's out of my league. So let me lie. Step it up. Let me lie now and compile fucking problems that I can't maintain. Think about this with guys we date. Maybe not you and Paige because you're both in relationships, but think deeper.
I was with somebody
a guy out of your league. I feel like I'm in a situation where I'm dating somebody or I'm dating a guy. Maybe feels like Leah's probably a little more advanced than me when it comes to certain things. So let me make some shit up. Come up with a scenario. And girls that are probably more on their level probably get the better version of this nigga.
Boom. Damn. What are you talking about? But I dated someone who completely changed it up 3 months after we were together.
So you looked at me, I was like, bitch, I know who I'm talking about.
But yeah, like, completely. Wow. I thought he was socially enhanced, like, he was always with my friends, like he liked them a lot, we were always going out, he was very talkative and family oriented, blah blah blah. He switched it up completely. It turned into a Lifetime movie. It turned into a Lifetime movie. Like, I'm talking about split personality. You lied about who you really were. Like, because he felt like he needed to impress you from jump. Yes. And then when you could not hide it anymore because who you are comes out. You cannot fake who you are for too long. It starts to come out. It came out. And it came out super strong. And I was like,
Micah had to depart.
What? I mean, the total opposite of who I met, y'all. Like, it was scary. I watched a Lifetime movie. And what I saw was the man eventually came to where the girl was performing. He had a gun, and he was like, you will not be with anybody but me. And he pulled the gun out. He was like, see, we can be together, blah, blah, blah. I literally was like, I have to break up with him. This is gonna be my life.
Oh my god!
He was obsessive. He hated when she went out with her friends. When she wasn't around, like, he would do little spiteful things to piss her off and like draw attention to him. It was scary. I said, I'm in Lifetime. I'm about to die. I gotta break up with this nigga. He has to
go. Okay, Paige is leaving the building. We love you, Paige. Stay strong, stay black. Oh, Shabai. We got the Sha thing from the season of Bad Girls. If y'all remember that girl that says Sha for everything. Shabai, Shahai, Shapage.
So aggravating.
Whatever. Shalada. Yeah, we laughed at it hysterically. Be safe. Scream if you need us. We'll do that. All right. But yeah, I definitely... That's something that I just kind of clicked for me for Aladdin. That was a lesson, okay? And literally, guys, I've seen it a million times, and I didn't even think about this whole lesson thing until you brought up once from Lion King. Because to me, Lion King was a lot more lessony. Aladdin was very romance driven, which is why I understand why I'm so romantic. Yes. Like, woo me, boo, because I will woo your ass. Okay, I'm gonna woo that ass. So I'm so like that, and it's like, yes, I don't need a magic carpet, etc. But I do just need a guy to be head over heels, because when I'm head over heels, I'm about that. So it was true. I didn't think too many lessons other than be yourself, but I never had that problem. So that wouldn't jump out to me as a lesson, because I do it already. But Jasmine, to think about it from her standpoint, like, sis, and so you're right. And well, what I was saying, and Aladdin did have her until he realized she was out of his league, and then he adjusted.
He changed himself.
Yes,
because he thought that's what she would like. But if he was smart,
I'm gonna ask
he
you,
would already peeped. She was feeling him.
Right,
she was.
I know.
She already knew he was a street rat.
She already knew he was a street rat, right? All right, for you, for my street rat situation, who you thinking about, and then my on my level situation, it's a little further up north. These two situations. In that case, I was dating somebody who they themselves have said they felt like I was out of their league, and so I don't feel like I got the Prince Ali version of him, but you get what I'm saying. It didn't work still, and even after we broke up, it was just like, you're just out of my league. You get what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. He never tried to be Prince Ali. That's the difference. Like, I never.
Oh, he just stayed.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Was just like, come on down here.
He wasn't, and that's what I'm saying. All right, y'all. So all you Aladdins out there who feel super confident and comfortable in where you are, until you meet a woman who is everything that you want, you either have a choice to step it up correctly. Do not lie about stepping it up. Actually step it up.
See what happens to Aladdin.
Or remain in your lane, my G. If you think that you're not what she needs, you're probably not. So that means you have to do work to do what will actually get her. You feel me? And that's not changing who you are. That's changing your circumstances. Like, what are you doing goal wise?
Because the alternative is you can leave.
Or don't start it. Don't waste her time.
Yeah, as soon as you see it, and it's like, okay, well, I'm not budging, because I'm with Micah on my quote unquote street rat situation.
He didn't turn into Ali.
They didn't try to turn into Ali.
They stayed Aladdin.
That was Aladdin all the way down. And I was on some Princess Jasmine type shit, and it was just like, okay. And the gag is, I would have met them on some street mouse type shit too. There wasn't much better. Whatever, but I got there and they didn't, and it was like, okay, well, I'm not budging, and so that ended. And then in another situation, this person is on my level, and I feel like I'm not fucking with a lot of the shit they got going on. Yeah. But I do feel like this is really them, on the strength of he low-key Princess Jasmine, if you will. He's there already. Like, he's the fucking prince that kicked Aladdin. You were born a street rat, you will die a street rat, and all your pleas will mourn you. That Pazua. So he's like him. And he's already up there, and he's already snobby, and it's like, if anything, here's the devil's advocate. This might be a little humbling for him. I don't know what he's used to dating, right? I don't know what he's used to dating and who he's used to being around, but I'm not wooed by your money, because I have money, and I'm not swayed by your home. I own my, whatever you got to come with. I have these things too. I got a career too, so maybe it's just not knowing how to handle me.
Like I said, personally, I feel like every woman is different, and every man should adjust based on that different woman, right? It's things that you're used to doing that worked for one woman, and there's things that you can't continue because it's not going to work for the other one. So I think the adjustment, and I think the humbling of adjusting could be getting in the way. All right, you know what? All right. This shit ain't going to work for her. Okay, so now I got to recalibrate. Now I got to think about how I'm going to get her to feel this way about me, or how I'm going to get myself to be in this type of position for her, or whatever. Stoop to this level of romanticism, or whatever it is, because some people feel like they're above romantics, because are your basic needs met? Did I clothe you? Did I put a shelter over your head? Don't we have nice things? Like, that's provider thoughts, right? I don't think, if your main goal in life is to provide for your family, I honestly think you forget to be romantic. I think you forget to be thoughtful because you are super focused on providing.
But then
right?
here, this goes into what we talked about before the episode, love language. So
you gotta meet you where you at.
Okay, we gotta stop. This episode is long AF.
Okay, and we will.
Okay, we'll
but
stop.
Just know the next episode is coming,
and we're gonna continue.
Yes.
This, but this one's gotta stop.
We gotta cut it off.
Like 90,000 minutes. Okay, thank you so much for listening to this riveting episode of Let Us Say It For You. Follow us at Let Us Say It For You on Instagram. On Twitter is Let Us Say It For You, just a U, not the word YOU.
Hey.
And YouTube is whatever you
handle. Let it just search Let Us Say It For You all together.
Yeah.
And our
full word.
Our channel will come up.
And again, the website. We have a website. LetUsSayItForYou.com. Go there. We have everything you need for your podcast pleasures.
Listen, niggas.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you. Love you so much, Mike. Thank you so much. Let Us Say It For You. Bye.
That was great.
That was a good one.